Guys, I have some exciting news. I started wearing primer today as part of my makeup, and like I feel like I've reached another level of adulthood that I've never reached before, and it feels good. You know what? It feels good. Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to talk about the first time I went to a club. Whoa, yes, party. The thing is, I can count on one hand how many times I've been to a club. It's not because that I enjoy going and I just can't find anybody to go with, because I have plenty of friends who would love to go clubbing. I choose not to. I don't really understand the appeal of it, because here's the thing. You get there and you're in very like skin tight clothing, or you try to dress all like sexy and stuff, and then like you get there and then you like kind of like grind up on like other really sweaty people, and you know they're not wearing much either, and then you blow so much money on alcohol, there's nowhere to sit, and then you have to finish your drink in one sitting, or else somebody can like, you know, poison it, or they could put it in like some kind of like drug. I just prefer not to do that, because I can do all of that at home. I just don't really understand why people want to do that. The first time I went clubbing, it was senior year of college, and I kind of decided at the beginning, like, you know what, this is senior year, this is the last time I will have any fun ever. Actually, I've had fun since then, so it gets better. But I decided that I was going to put an effort in spending time with my roommates and my friends before we graduated and all separated and stuff, so I decided I was gonna go. So they told me we were gonna leave at 9 or 10 o'clock, and I looked like the white guy blinking meme. That blows my mind, because like I'm like in the house by like 9 or 10, not because I have to, but because I want to. I'm not in bed because like I have stuff to do, but like I'm just like, I'm not lazy, I just don't want to go out. I want to be in the house as early as possible, like a normal and responsible person. So basically my roommates dragged me there. Still didn't want to go, still just kind of went because I felt like I should go, because I just had a feeling this was the only time I was ever gonna have fun, and then once I got my degree, boom, it's all downhill from here. I think there was also like the phase where I was like trying to reinvent myself, and I was like, yes, this is the year where I'm gonna come to my own, I'm gonna grow into a person, this is gonna be my coming of age film directed by John Hughes. I was like, this is the year where I take more chances and I take more risks and I hang out with more people my age, because normally my friends are like in their late 20s or older. And then I started doing those things and I found out I don't like anybody my age, because I turn into Liz Lemon when I see another person who shares a similar age. That's not grammatically correct. I turn into Liz Lemon when I see anybody that's like remotely close to my age, and I automatically do the youths. Oh, there's a plane. Did I mention I live near an airport? I live near an airport and a train station, so there's noise like all the time. So on this particular night, we get there and I have a little bit of reprieve, because this is like college night, and so college night at this club, basically it's like the first 30 minutes. Oh, by the way, I should have mentioned this is like a line dancing place, whatever. Every hour, the first 30 minutes would be like country music, and then the other half of that hour would be just like, so like no one would be on the floor during the first 30 minutes of country music, but as soon as somebody heard Usher or DJ Khaled, everybody would just run on the floor. It was like watching the Buffalo Stampede when Mufasa got killed, except like there was like a lot less body hair and like 100% more booty shorts. I'm sorry, I don't know like what else to associate that with, because that's all I could think of, because that's the most accurate description, except no one died that I know of. So my roommates kind of like dragged me out onto the floor. There's a lot of it's a reoccurring theme in this story, just FYI. It was like a mom who like just ended up in the like the Ninja Turtle section of Target, and now they're trying to get their kid and like their cart out, but they just like can't do it. It looked like that. And then the actual dance part was like, it's like fine. I think it was just because like 98% of the time nobody would dance with me, and then the 2% of the time it was just like kind of a mistake. So like for most of the time I was just kind of dancing by myself, which I could have done if I like stayed at home, but like whatever. So then whenever we like got off the dance floor, all my roommates would go like get drinks and stuff, and like it made me really nervous. Like I just didn't do it. Like I don't know how to like go up and then like order a drink and then like make sure like it gets paid for, because I feel like I will just forget, and then you have to finish the drink in one setting or else somebody will like drug you, and I want to like take my time with my alcohol. Also, I like the really fruity stuff. I don't think they had anything fruity. I think it was like whiskey, vodka, that was it. And then I just don't understand understand how people can like take shots and then automatically feel re-energized. 21st birthday, I had 2 shots and like 2 drinks. That's the most I've ever had in my life in one sitting, and then I cuddled up on the couch and watched High School Musical. And I didn't go out. Like, I stayed home for my 21st too. So since I was the most sober one of the group, I enjoyed everything the least. And then things get a lot worse because maybe the biggest event that I remember from that night, for this next part of the story, you should know that I have trouble blinking sometimes. Like, I try to blink both eyes and then it just like doesn't work, and then it like accidentally comes off as like winking to somebody. So I'm sitting with my roommates and I'm looking off at the other floor, but I'm more of an observational person, which is why I was kind of watching everybody and like kind of taking mental notes so I can make videos like this. And then I look over at one guy and then I needed to blink, so I tried blinking, winked, obviously, and then this guy looked over me right as I was blinking. He winked too and smiled, and then it gets worse because he had his arm around a girl who was not paying attention to any of this. She was watching the dance floor, he was watching me, and she had no idea that like he was trying to flirt with some other girl. Like, I don't know if they just met, I don't know if it's like a long-term commitment relationship, but like I felt really gross. If I was a different person, like if I was just the type of person who just like doesn't care, I would just go and tell the girl like, hey, that guy with his arm dangling around your shoulder, guess what he did to me? You're welcome. And then leave. And then since I have anxiety, I was thinking the whole time about like the other stuff. You know how like people are like, stay in the present and stuff. I can't do that. So the whole time I'm thinking like, oh, what if our car gets stolen? What if my purse gets stolen? Because I left that in the car because I wasn't gonna carry that around in the club. And I was like, well, what about like everything that I have to do tomorrow? Like nothing's gonna get done. Because we were also like moving in stuff, and like I had to get stuff ready before the beginning of the school year. And also we were like in a really like sketchy town. The whole night it was just me just kind of like on edge. I could probably make a horror film about like my night at the club, because that's kind of what it was. Also, if I'm doing a weird jaw thing, I think my ears are kind of like plugged up with like earwax and stuff. So if I do like a weird like jaw thing to like kind of get it cleared out, that's why. Thank you for watching. If you have a clubbing story, please let me down in the... What? Let me down? Well, I guess, yeah, you're gonna let me down because you told me you've been to a club. This video's never gonna end because I can't do the outro. Alright, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on clubbing, and maybe if you have a personal story you'd like to put on the internet just to get it out, maybe just to so I can read it, maybe feel better about myself. Feel free to do it. I make videos every Friday. You can catch me on all my social media down below. Let me know if you have a certain request for a video and I might just make it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.